he keeps Red Team's defense back a little further on the map so that they can't roam up as far and take as much space. That said, Chak's going to get a steal anyways. Obi was there to help him out in the flag room. And Cheese is trying to hunt him down, but no dice so far. Still, Chak's only got 2 hearts left in his health pool and will eventually go down after trying to stall there. Way across the map, but it looks like Obi's going to go for a backup ghost.
Obi's going for the...
Yeah.
Oh, mistimed.
That is one thing about this tournament. You can go for ghost caps and premature pearls. With that said, though, we do have Yubao at mid. He does get taken down there. Bub and Yubao play offense together, which is another.
Seems that Cheese is doing all right. The one thing that's interesting about this flag room is it's super small, so if somebody gets water in, the pyro is going to be kind of obsolete. I've seen the flag watered a couple of times.
This is definitely Blue's best steal so far, although right as I say that, Carson catches up on the pyro. Nicely done from him. And that's a ninja steal from Alaska, or 538, heading to his team's spawn. He'll pick it back up on the ninja. He's being chased to the flag room. He's on 2 hearts. Chak is trying to hound him down. He might be able to get a pass here, and he does over to Yubao, but that chaos did allow Cardona to escape the flag room. He's halfway across the map. He's being chased around at his spawn a little bit, but should be fairly safe for now if he can avoid dropping to Alaska. It looks like Blue Team's gonna put up to 3 people here on Recov. Looks like Alaska, Cheese on the Scout, and then Aussie on Dwarf as usual. And for the moment, Red Team's mostly choosing to defend, but that was... wow. Cardona, I think, has more or less been caught here. And that is a steal from Yubao on the other side. Now, obviously, especially since Avi's playing bulk defense here, I'm sure they'd rather have Zarpin in. But I think Yubao's taking quite a bit of damage anyways. Still, I think he makes it to this flag first, actually beating out Cardona and getting a 2-0 lead.
Good stall by Frank.
I don't know if he's experienced at all on this roll.
The flag room's pretty tight, so at the very least, he should be able to hold people off.
Yeah, Obi took him out. He's heading to his spawn as Ninja, but Alaska tracks it very nicely. You do want to put a lot of pressure on this defense if you can, and just see if anyone can get out. Even if it's, you know, a little silly, any steal is a good steal right now, and Chak's got the flag on pretty good health. He's being tailed by Seago and 538. He's using wall climb to his advantage here. Just got restore.
Carson had Frenzy at mid. Blue Court's medic and out.
Yeah, I don't think he survives very long, but Chak's also under serious threat here if he doesn't get a lot of help.
Yeah, Red Team needs this.
Looks like he is going to get his medic.
Aussie.
No.
Ooh, Aussie flies in.
With only 30 seconds left, we can definitely say that the writing's on the wall here, and this is going to be probably a 2-0 win for the Lions. But definitely a nice job from the underdogs here as well. Delta 5's put up a valiant fight. So credit where credit is due to them as well, and I think Yubao might actually get this 3rd capture here to make it a clean 3-0. He is working with his longtime offense duo, the Fatal Best, who's playing Elf. So these two have quite a bit of experience playing together. And although I know E-Man were looking to find some other players who, you know, to help fill out the roster who couldn't show, Fatal is obviously going to be a pretty welcome addition for them, as is Flays, who's the team captain, heading out towards mid. Taken some damage so far, but just being able to stay up on the rooftops is doing so much for this chemist. And I think he's actually going to make it to the flag room pretty much untouched here. Very nice routing from him. It's going to be a capture there for the blue team. Now,
93 looks like he's stalling. I think he's out of stake. Yeah, 0 stake.
Yeah, does have support though.
Oh, but the versatility
again,
of the moving looking.
These rooftops do a lot. Almost made it to his medic there, but Brandino's going to get the backup on Chemist, and there's almost no one in front of him. Of course, College Degree is the one person you don't want to run into in a lot of these situations, and he's going to buy enough time there for Yami and Kriz to actually catch up and take him out. As again, we're going to see Fatal Bess, with a little help from College Degree, set things up for Flays here, as he's getting out of the flag from Sam, and 93 are going to try and chase him down. And Kalig as well, catching up on the Pyros, doing some work. I don't think Flays makes it out of this unscathed. There's just too much on him. But he does actually have a medic catching up here. Very nice routing, and he's going to make it to the medic. He is going to get the restore. Does get caught briefly in the river there for a second. No. That's really unfortunate. And it's going to keep the lead at pretty manageable here. That's actually going to get the pass off to Fatal Best. There are ninjas tailing him as well as an assassin, but he's made it to the flag room already. Now, BM5 is also a pretty good flag holder, but College Degree takes him down, and yeah. So, 4 minutes in, it's a 2-0 lead for our 3 seed, the E-Men. And we'll see if it makes a difference here for the tag, who right now are honestly not looking like they're going to get that tag. That's only 1.5 hearts on BM5 right there, actually down to half a heart. Now they just taken flag poison. There will be a backup there from 93 on Engineer, actually, so not playing the Chemist.
Get out of that flag room.
And it's interesting that he would be playing Engineer, because we usually see it as a little bit of a crutch sometimes for players who aren't confident on their Chemist, but 93 has a long history of playing Chemist offense. Yeah. Self-sustaining, but so is Chemist, and Engineer is squishier. Now, this is pretty much a 4-man recovery here from our red team. They're sending up Kalig a lot. They've got a scout, they've got an assassin, and they've got an archer. But they don't really have a true bulk player. Not that it matters, as Sam actually gets... and Fatal Best has a steal on the other side, again, making some pretty good headway and has a medic. BM5 does have his own steal, is on the medic himself. Now, Fatal was taken out...
Backup.
Oh, how does Brandon pick that up? There is recovery right there. It might not make a difference because he's caught by the whole team, but does eventually go down there. That's a ninja steal from Sam heading to his spawn. Actually heading to the flag, but Flays still has the flag himself. Sam's got to get it to someone else. Only barely manages to keep it away from the Pyro. But with 4 seconds left, they're going to have to recover on Flays too, and that's just not quite going to happen. The E-Men win a very close game and move on to our finals on Diagonal Castle Out. Excited to see who comes out on top. Now we do have Alaska going after Yami at the flag. Actually manages to get a steal and get away. Did take 1 hit from the Pyro. And he may be spotted out at mid. Not quite spotted in time, though. Yeah, very nice. And as a result...
Start off with a bang.
Yeah, no, those are...
Forces to be reckoned with.
Some pretty strong players there. And speaking of strong players, Yubao's also pretty well known for his offense at this point. It's out at mid. Has his medic there. Didn't quite get restore, I don't believe, but will now. The DT has been applied, but I do think, well, actually, College might catch him out here. Briefly knocked him down to 1.5 hearts, but didn't quite do enough damage in a short enough span.
Good counter steal all the way almost to red flag.
Yeah, gets his medic. Nicely done by Fatal. Still, he is
but he's
danger.
Alone.
And Aussie, I mean, he's gotten so many of these recoveries at this point. He's been doing this all tournament on Dwarf. It's going to be a tough one to bring back here, I think. But if anyone has the experience to do it, it's the E-Men. So, be interesting to see if they can pull it off. Actually, very nicely done from Aussie there. Catching out the elf, baiting his movement out, and then using Stomp after Fatal had committed to the high ground. And again, you know, both Yubao and Food Court make it into the red flag room. It's going to get healed all the way up to full.
Was at 0 stake.
Yeah. College is going to have a brief window where he
Oh
can go
man,
for this play,
he has
but
no health.
yeah.
Dang.
Flays took a lot of damage there from Aussie, and now Yubao's even getting involved to slow him down. So instead we're going to see a steal from Fatal here, supported by Kriz, the Bulk D roaming up to support the steal, and Fatal's actually got a lot of distance. Still, handling Alaska is pretty tough here, and unfortunately he's not able to make it to his medic quite in time. Very good attempt there from Fatal, though. Made it most of the way across the map, which, you know, even doing that just puts a little bit of pressure on the lines and helps keep them honest. Now, even with that being the case, Foodcourt has made it to the middle of the map as medic. Obviously, there isn't a medic out there to heal him. You'd have to go to an Angel or an Engineer to get the stake back, and that ends up being his downfall. College does go for a Ninja Steal there. It's marked nicely by Alaska, but that is going to allow Fatal to follow up, get to the high ground. I don't think he has a ton of wind right now, but again, just a really nice job done there by Aussie to predict where Fatal's going to go. They don't quite time it right, and the Frenzy does a lot of work there. Food's got a steal on the other side. Again, he's medic, so not a ton of long-term survivability, but pretty good health pool to start with. That Stomp's going to do quite a bit of damage there, but it's not going to be enough, so even though they had a chance at winning the overall fight, wasn't going to go too well. Flays actually is at the middle of the map on medic, has support. There isn't really anyone in front of him, and I think he's just going to walk, well, almost walk this in, but now Yubao has a steal on the other side. And if they can't catch Yubao quick, that's going to put Flays under a lot of threat. Oh no! Oh, they pass with Aussie right there! And that's probably going to end the game right away.
Oh,
Nobody
my
tracking
God.
Aussie. And that's just GG's.
21 kill streak by Aussie.